We are indeed honored to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Prashant Girbane, Director General at Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture. We are delighted to have with us our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh. I once again request all the students, please have a huge round of applause to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Prashant Girbane, Director General at Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture, Pune. Very shortly, we are going to commence the inaugural ceremony of 5th conference. Meanwhile, we warmly welcome our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Prashant Girbane and all other dignitaries to this 5th National Conference.
A very good afternoon to everyone, and we welcome you to the 5th National Conference on Innovative Global Technology Trends in Art Design, Technology, Management, Vedic Science, Education, Architecture, and Film and Media. Dear friends, we firmly believe in the philosophy that research is the key for successful innovation. We are proud to announce that the 5th National Conference on Innovative Global Trends in Art Design, Technology, Management, Vedic Science, Education, Architecture, Film and Media has been organized at MIT-ADT University, Loni campus. This conference is a 3-day conference from 23rd of March to 25th of March 2023. This conference is organized to provide a platform to faculties, students, researchers, and corporate experts to express their knowledge in the field in which they are working. MIT-ADT University is deeply involved in research, innovation, and bringing the innovation culture into the organization. Emphasis is given to encouraging students to think innovatively and supporting their innovative ideas and transforming them into reality. Students and faculty researchers get an opportunity to present and publish research papers in the university journal Abhivruddhi. A separate series of talk on various areas of art design, technology, management, and so on will be organized in these 3 days event to promote the research culture in the university. So with these words, we are delighted to greet all the esteemed dignitaries to the inaugural ceremony of this wonderful national level conference. With the blessings of our honorable founder and president of MIT-ADT University, revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karat sir, with the blessings of our honorable executive president and vice chancellor, Honorable Professor Dr. Mangesh Karat sir. At the outset, we would like to welcome all our dignitaries. We are honored to have with us the chief guest, Honorable Dr. Prashant Girbane, the Director General at Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture, Pune. We are delighted to have with us our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Rajkumar Singh. He is the Senior Director at Kalyani Center for Technology and Innovation. We are also delighted to welcome all the Honorable Dean Directors, our conveners, Honorable Dean Management, Director of ICT and Midcom, Honorable Professor Dr. Sunita Karad Madam, our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor of MIT-ADT University, Professor Dr. Ananta Chakradev Sir. We are also happy to mention that we have our conveners with us, Dr. Mohit Dubey Sir. He is the conference convener and the director at R&D Cell. Also, Honorable Professor Dr. Virendra Bhojwani Sir, Associate Dean, Research and Consultancy Cell, along with other dignitaries. It is our pleasure to have you all here with us for this inaugural ceremony. And once again, thank you for being a part of this wonderful conference. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we commence our program, let us participate in the World Peace Prayer. May I request everyone to rise in their seats, join your hands for this unique prayer that is a reflection of peace and humanity for mankind. I request the technical team to play the World Peace Prayer.
प्रतिपाद्या जय जय स्वसंवेद्या आत्मरूपा देवा तूचि गणेषु सकलार्थमति प्रकाशु म्हणे निवृत्तिदासु अवधारि गोदी गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Thank you very much. May I now request all the dignitaries to proceed with the Saraswati puja and lighting lamp ceremony. May I request all the dignitaries, honorable chief guest, honorable guest of honor, and all other dignitaries to proceed with lighting lamp ceremony and Saraswati puja at the 5th National Conference. Lighting a lamp before a ceremony spreads divine grace. Saraswati puja and lighting lamp ceremony is being performed at the 5th National Conference. All the dignitaries are performing Saraswati puja and lighting lamp at their auspicious hands at this 5th National Conference. request all the members in the audience, please have a huge round of applause to be the part of this lighting lamp ceremony at this 5th National Conference.
हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतिं पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this divine Saraswati puja and lighting lamp ceremony. May I now request dignitaries to take their seats on the dais. We take this opportunity to welcome Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Prashant Girbane, Director General at Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries, Agriculture. We are delighted to have with us our guest of honor, Honorable Dr. Rajkumar Singh, Senior Director, Kalyani Center for Technology and Innovation. We kindly request Honorable Chief Guest and Guest of Honor to take their seats along with all the dignitaries. May I request Honorable Professor Sunita Karad Ma'am, Honorable Professor Dr. Jabbar Patel Ji Sir. May I request all the deans, directors to occupy the seats on the dais. May I also request Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Anand Chakradev Sir to occupy the seats on the dais. May I once again request all the deans and directors, please occupy the seats on the dais. May I request Professor Madhavi Godbole, Professor Ashwini Pete, Professor Anjali Bhoite, Professor Rajnish Kaur Bedi, Professor Priya Singh, Professor Amit Tyagi, Professor Dr. Sudarshan Sanam, Professor Dr. Milind Dhuble, Professor Shabi Sinha, Professor Renu Vyas, Professor Nachiket Thakur, Professor Virendra Shete, Dr. Ramchandra Pujari Sir, Professor Samiran Walvekar, Professor Sujit Dharmapatre, Professor Atul Patil, and Professor Amol Atelle. I request all these deans. May I also request Honorable Dr. Rahul More Sir to occupy the seats on the dais. All the deans and directors. Thank you. May I now request Honorable Professor Dr. Mohit Dubey, Convener of Conference and Director, Research and Development Cell, to deliver the welcome address. Honorable Dr. Mohit Dubey ji.
Hello. A very good afternoon all. I know it's post-lunch time, so it will be difficult for most of you to hang on to this and bear this whole scorching heat, to say the least. But once again, thank you for assembling in the world's largest peace dome. मंचासीन आज के मुख्य अतिथि श्री प्रशांत गिरवने जी, कल्याणी सेंटर फॉर टेक्नोलॉजी एंड इनोवेशन के अध्यक्ष श्री डॉक्टर राजकुमार सिंह साहब, इस विश्वविद्यालय के दूरदर्शी एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रेसिडेंट एंड वाइस चांसलर डॉक्टर मंगेश कराट जी, इस विश्वविद्यालय के प्रतिकुलपति प्रोफेसर अनंत चक्रदेव जी, इस 5th नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के सूत्रधार, जिनके अथक प्रयासों से ये सब आज हम लोग इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में उपस्थित हैं, डॉक्टर सुनीता कराट जी, मंचासीन अन्य डीन्स, डायरेक्टर्स, हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट्स, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, other teaching staff, non-teaching staff, and dear young innovators and entrepreneurs that are going to shine in the years to come. सबसे पहले मैं आज आप सभी लोगों का इस 5th नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस जो कि ग्लोबल इनोवेटिव ट्रेंड्स के ऊपर अगले 3 दिन मंथन होगा, उसके उपलक्ष्य में आप सभी का बहुत ही हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं, आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। आप सभी लोगों को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं अगले 3 दिन में होने वाले इस मंथन के लिए। As we all know that the world is going through a very difficult time. Last week, in few weeks, we have heard some of the leading banks going under the water in US. Last week, one of the biggest bank called Credit Suisse in Europe was acquired by UBS. And the looming war crisis that is happening on the world is kind of challenging times. But I think if you look around the world, the brightest spot that you can put your finger on the world map or the globe is in India. So I think it's a very appropriate time for all of us to be sitting in this peaceful dome and talking about the solutions that would come from this Pavan Dharti called Bharat. And I'm pretty sure the words of wisdom that you will hear from our chief guest and the guest of honor today will inspire you more to look at the problems the way they are, but think through the solutions that doesn't exist. And most of us are in the quest of creating this university towards the innovation and entrepreneurial-led university. What it means is that the challenges that the humanity faces today, they are of a very different order. And when you are faced with these kind of challenges, I think the answer lies in the collaboration while we also compete with the others. Among us, we have the right stakeholders who are here to share their wisdom and inspire all of us to think through the lenses where we are able to put together some solutions in the decade to come. As they are calling this decade to be the decade, the premise of this 3-day manthan that we all are going to witness under the National Innovation Conference on the global innovative trends ranges from all the dimensions. And I'm very super proud of the institution which has a appropriate mix of art, design and technology. I was talking to Prashantji that even when the government thought about putting this word called multidisciplinary and holistic education as part of the policy document, this university has been a pioneering, they have put in a pioneering effort of putting together these elements in making sure that the students that graduate from this university are turned into the winning personalities. They are physically fit, they are mentally alert, and they are spiritually elevated. So the solutions that come out of the research that goes on into the university going forward will have all the lenses of this humanity angle to that. Once again, I welcome all of you on behalf of this lovely MIT Art Design and Technology University and wish that all the deliberations that will happen over the next 3 days will lead to some of the solutions that will serve the humanity at its best. So once again, welcome all of you to this world's largest dome and wish you all the best for next 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for those warm welcome speech. And now may I request our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Ananta Chakradev, sir, to brief us about this 5th national level conference.
Good afternoon. Honorable Chief Guest of today's inaugural ceremony for 5th National Conference on Innovative Global Trends in Art, design, technology, and other disciplines. Shri Girbane sir, guest of honor, Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh, Dr. Sunita Karad, all my other colleagues, deans, directors, principals, HODs, and my dear student friends. So this is fifth time when we are celebrating art, design, and technology together. Generally, we don't hear about conferences like this. Conferences are pinpointed to some specific area from art or design or technology, or again some niche areas from technology. The purpose of this particular conference is to bring all the disciplines of higher education, all the disciplines of education, I would say, under one roof. And that is where this confluence of art, design, and technology will be seen in next 3 days. National education policy, which is being implemented in entire country and is also being implemented in MIT Art, Design, and Technology University from coming academic year, will also have this confluence of art, design, and technology. And I'm happy to say that in many of the schools from next academic year, all my students will get a chance to learn one more thing other than what they are here for. For example, an engineer will certainly become engineer, for which engineering student is here. He will become computer scientist, he will become mechanical engineer, aerospace engineer. But what else he can become? And that is how we as a university are committed to give multiple options, multiple platform to our existing students. And such conference is actually a start towards that. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, there are multiple events, multiple sessions which are happening at multiple locations. At present, the nature of the conference is that architecture school is organizing event in their school. Maybe drama school is organizing some event in their school. Design school is doing something in design. Engineering school, again within engineering, mechanical engineering faculty, aerospace engineering, school of management, they have organized these events at their own premises. There are two factors of it. One is we have called almost 50 plus very renowned people from industry, academia to come and deliver their speeches, to share their knowledge with all of you. And second, we have created a platform for all my students, faculty, staff to research and present papers in this conference. In any education system for that matter, presenting papers or publishing your work has a lot of importance, and hereafter that importance is going to grow. So these are such platforms which are created for all of you to research, to present, and to gain that confidence, to have critique from all fellows, fellow students, fellow faculty members, and improve on your research and go further. So if we look at it, if we look at these conferences with this lens, instead of looking at it from a function point of view, I think that will give us a great advantage. So my request to all the students who are present here, don't treat it as a function, yet another function. It is not extracurricular activity, it is not co-curricular activity. It is the main academic activity for which you are not getting credits right now, but in years to come, in your future, in your professional journey, it will have a lot of weightage. So please look at it from that point of view. Please participate wholeheartedly. If you have not written a paper and submitted a paper this year, you must do it next year. If you have not participated in some or the other activity this year, you should do it next year. But please make good use of whatever we are providing, because there are many people whom we have called here. You'll otherwise not get a chance to meet them, interact with them. So please make full use of this opportunity which is given to you. And I wish all the best to this entire 3-day deliberation which is going to happen from today onwards. And I suppose that very good output will be there. We are going to publish proceedings of this conference. So whatever you have submitted as papers will be published in either UGC Care or some Scopus journal. That will be additional, qualification for you. That will be additional. That will be a great addition to your resume, to your biodata. So please look at it from that point of view. Take maximum advantage. All the best for 3 days deliberations. With this, I conclude. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your thoughtful and informative address at this 5th National Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, we feel honored to have with us our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Prashant Girbane, and we would like to take this privilege to felicitate, sir. May I now request Honorable Professor Dr. Sunita Karad, ma'am, to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Prashant Girbane, Director General at Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture, MCCI, Pune. May I request everyone, please have a huge round of applause to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Prashant Girbane. A huge round of applause. It's indeed honor to welcome Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Prashant Girbane. With your huge round of applause once again, I request every member in the audience, please put your hands together to welcome Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Prashant Girbane. May I also request Honorable Professor Sunita Karad, ma'am, and Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Anand Chakradev, sir, to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh, Senior Director, Kalyani Center for Technology and Innovation. With your huge round of applause, please welcome Honorable Guest of Honor, Honorable Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh at this 5th National Conference at MIT-ADT University. We are indeed honored to have both the distinguished dignitaries to grace this 5th National Conference. Once again, I request all the members to put your hands together to welcome our Honorable Guest of Honor, Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you very much. With this felicitation, let us proceed with the program. Now, let us take this opportunity to watch an introductory AV on Honorable Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh, Senior Director, Kalyani Center for Technology and Innovation. May I request the technical team to play an introductory AV of our Honorable Guest of Honor.
Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh is currently the Senior Director at KCTI Bharat Forge. With transcontinental presence across 8 manufacturing facilities, the Indian multinational Bharat Forge Limited (BFL), headquartered in Pune, is a technology-driven global leader in metal forming, providing services to a number of industries including automotive, power, oil and gas, construction and mining, locomotive, marine and aerospace. It is the largest producer and exporter of automobile parts in India and the top producer of chassis parts globally. Almost all OEMs and Tier 1 suppliers for the automobile industry are among BFL's clients. He is an alumni of IIT Madras. He has an exceptionally inspiring work experience like Director General in Institute for Steel Development and Growth and Senior Director at Bharat Forge. We are honored to have such an eminent personality among us.
Of honor, Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh, Senior Director, Kalyani Center for Technology and Innovation, to deliver his inaugural address. With your huge round of applause, once again, please welcome our Honorable Guest of Honor, Dr. Rajkumar Prasad Singh. Thank you.
Yeah.
May I request the technical team to please put on the PowerPoint presentation for sir.
Respectable
Thank you.
Dr. Girmay, Prashant Girmay, Mrs. Karad, and all other dignitaries on the dais, the faculties, staff, and my dear students. It's a privilege for me to be among you on the occasion of 5th Innovation Conference. Actually, I have completed 50 years of my working career last year. And out of all these 50 years, you can say about 40 years, in some form the others, I have been innovating. So innovation is my passion to the extent that if you are getting a degree, as the Vice Chancellor said, if you are getting a degree in any science or engineering, it's incomplete. Your life target should be to innovate at least something. Innovation doesn't come by curriculum, it comes by passion. So those, and I also want to share with you, I might have selected hundreds of engineers as an interview panel chairman and all that, but my main interest is not in the CPI of the student, whether it is 9.5 or 8.5. I mainly take interest what he has innovated. And if he has innovated, even if his academic marks are lower, I like to take him because he will be an asset, because his thinking will be always different than common person. So innovator mind is totally different. And today, when India is on the juncture of becoming a world leader or getting change from developing to developed nation, it can only happen with a tool of innovation. Because just now somebody was telling we follow some innovations, but my dream is that others follow our innovation. Means we have been seeing a lot of papers published in the journals by Americans, Chinese, European scientists. But my dream is that in course of time, there will be more citation from Indian scientists, and we do some original innovations in the field of technology, science, and health, and so many things. There are so many sciences which are in our ancient India, like Ayurveda, yoga, and other things. It is good that a lot of momentum is there and a lot of work is going on, and slowly world is realizing the benefit of our ancient power of science and technology, and same will happen in the advanced science and technology field like agriculture and other things. To be very honest, I am a council member, Apex Council member for PM Fellowship Program. This was launched a couple of years back by then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, and idea was that if a person wants to do research, PhD level research, and he gets some sponsor from industry, then from Prime Minister PM Fellowship, he will get a scholarship equivalent to whatever the rate of PhD is there at that time. So I have continued in that for last 11 years, and myself and Mr. Unikrishnan, who was chairman of Thermax, we are only two members who are continuing from the first council. So we select aspiring PhD fellows every year by the council. There are scientists from universities and industry, and we also monitor their PhD work. Recently, just a week ago, we have seen the progress on some about 60 projects. You can say 50% was on life sciences and 50% on engineering. And that review made me very happy because this I am doing for several years, but there is an upward swing in that review. Because even third year of PhD or fourth year PhD, the fellows have at least published 5-6 papers in international journals, and some of them have already got 4-5 patents, and many patents applied. So another part of innovation, one is publication, another is patenting. Patenting also, India was not taking it very seriously, and we were lagging behind in patents. Now the patent has moved quite fast, and then there was a lot of delay in grant of patent. I would like to share with you that there is a IP committee of CII for entire Indian industry, and in that I am heading as chairman of the manufacturing sector. So I have taken feedback from pharma and other industry, and we have given a strong write-up to Indian Patent Office, what are the constraints the people are facing. And after that, there is a lot of improvement we are seeing. Whatever examinations we are not taking for years, now it is happening in months. And their examiners are a bit hostile, they are putting tough questions. But we are always ready for the answers because we are the innovators. But I tell you, after so many years, Bharat Force got 10-15 patents granted. But after this action, when I became chairman of manufacturing sector, we are getting now 2 patents every month. And we have now crossed 30 patents granted and 100 patents we have applied. So I can share with you that what is required is a proper networking between academia, R&D labs at the national level, CSIR labs, private labs, and industries. On this direction, this PM Fellowship is one of the good platforms where academia is guiding. Every PhD fellow is having an industry guide or supervisor, and then ultimately government is getting complete report through Ministry of Science and Technology. So this type of programs and so many other programs now, ACRB is launching so many programs for development of innovation in the country. And if your director and others, they must be aware what are the opportunities to get grants from ACRB under academic this thing. And if this institute, I don't know whether this institute has gone up to PhD level, but if they have gone and they have good student and good guide, there is a website of PM Fellowship. They can put the application, and it is open anytime because the council is meeting now 4 times in a year to select the students. So I am very happy that so many people are interested in innovation, and you will be deliberating 3 days on the topic of innovation. If time permits, I will give a short presentation on innovation, which will be very interesting and lively. And I wish very grand success for this conference. I am sure it will energize you, and you will be more energized to take innovations as challenge and as your aspiration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your pensive and contemplative ideas on this occasion of 5th National Conference. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us watch the introductory AV on our chief guest, Honorable Prashant Girbane, the Director General at Maharta Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture, Pune. May we request the technical team to please play the AV on our Honorable Chief Guest.
Mr. Prashant Girbane is the director on the board of MCCIA Auto Cluster Development and Research Institute and MCCIA Electronic Cluster Foundation. He is a member of the Council of Management of MIT-ADT World Trade Center and a member of Board of Management of Symbiosis International University. Earlier, Mr. Girbane has worked in various geographies with the corporate sector. His work experience covers engagements across dozen-plus countries, including the UK, US, Switzerland, Singapore, and Hong Kong. Mr. Prashant Girbane is a BE in Chemical Engineering from UDCT and holds an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. Mr. Girbane participated in management development programs conducted by Oxford University and MIT Sloan. We are honored to have such eminent personality among us.
Huge round of applause. Let us welcome our honorable chief guest, Mr. Prashant Girbane. We request him for the inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
धन्यवाद. सर्वप्रथम या अशा इतक्या मोठ्या डोममध्ये येण्याची मला संधी मिळाली त्याबद्दल प्राध्यापक विश्वनाथ कराड सरांचे खूप खूप आभार. Coming to the day's conference, I must thank Professor Sunita Karadji, the Vice Chancellor of this prestigious university, Dr. Rajkumar Singh ji, all the dignitaries on the dais, the heads of department, faculties, and very importantly, the young and bright students who have gathered here. Today, we're talking about innovation. Innovation, as you're aware, is about new ideas, is about new products. Products, some of that you're holding and possibly surfing something on your mobile phones while listening to this lecture, listening to this address. Innovation is also about services, new services. For the government, innovation is also about new service delivery. We all have heard of great scientists like Michael Faraday. We heard of other scientists like Graham Bell, Louis Pasteur, management gurus like Henry Ford. The electricity, the telephone, the vaccines, and the assembly lines for automotive manufacturing. Each of these invention and innovation have made a significant progress for the humankind. Most of these innovations, most of these inventions are in the world of technology. That makes us wonder, while technology is vital for innovation, but is that enough? No. No is what says Steve Jobs. Yes, the founder of Apple, the founder of the company that produces iMac, iPhone, watch, Apple Watch, and earbuds or AirPods. What does Steve Jobs say about innovation? Steve Jobs says, and how many of you are students of MIT-ADT itself here? Just raise a hand. MIT-ADT students. The rest of you possibly may not get your degrees if you are the students and haven't raised your hand. MIT-ADT. All right, thank you. It's important what I'm going to tell. The idea was also to check how many of you are sleeping. Steve Jobs says, the magic happens at the intersection of technology and liberal arts. The heart beats at the intersection of technology and liberal arts. And hence, some of the most innovative products developed in the world by this company take into account not just technology, but also liberal arts, also humanities. It's so great to see that in this university, even before NEP is announced, the approach in the university is to have cross-functional education. Now that's wonderful because that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen in companies, that's what needs to happen in academic universities. Innovation isn't just about technology. It is also about creativity, imagination, and vision. No wonder a Mangniyar from Rajasthan a Mangniyar community from Rajasthan can produce some music, upload it on Spotify or upload it on Apple Music, and make sure that the world over, people are able to enjoy the music produced by a Mangniyar in Rajasthan. That, my dear friends, is technological innovations for the use of art as well. Not just that, thanks to the advances in technology, in the world of artificial intelligence, it's not that difficult for creative minds in one part of the world to collaborate with another and co-produce some music. That's happening while we speak today. There is so much that we could talk about innovation, but then these days, among the younger people, there is a lot of discussion around digital world. Let me just ask a question again, raise of hands. How many of you got Aadhaar card? Yeah, the idea is to check how many of you got Aadhaar card. Let me ask, how many of you haven't got Aadhaar card? None, right? Okay. Another one. How many of you have used UPI? There is a reason to ask the question. UPI. All right. We're talking about innovation. Mr. Nandan Nilekani, who initiated the idea of UPI, the tech stack, by the time we talk about UPI, Unified Payment Interface, 3 seconds, 10,000 more digital transactions have happened in these 3 seconds. In the last month, India did 830 crore digital transactions on UPI. My dear friends, we know of Michael Faraday, we know of Graham Bell, wonderful scientists. This is a time and era when a Nandan Nilekani and his team's innovation of UPI is being talked about in the developed world, in the parliaments of the developed world. That's where we are today. And that's why the title of this conference, Innovative Global Technology Trends. It's not just about what's happening in the developed world and what we are adopting. It's what's happening here in this country and what rest of the world is talking about. The headquarters in the Silicon Valley are taking note of it and talking about what UPI is doing. UPI has democratized, looks heavy word, I'll explain, democratized digital payment, which would mean ensure that there is access to anyone and everyone of digital payment without any cost attached to it. Now I'll tell you another innovation. Anyone heard of, I'm not asking to raise hands anymore on this one. Anyone heard of ONDC? Open Network for Democratic Digital Commerce. Possibly not, but you would want to, for a simple reason. In next 5 to 7 years, when you all, my dear students, would be in the prime of your career in the next 5 to 7 years, ONDC would be talked as much as UPI is talked about today. You know why? Because 30 crore people, every 4th Indian would be using ONDC. That's democratizing e-commerce. The same way we use UPI today, you would be using ONDC in the next 5 to 6 years. I'll let you use some of that time on surfing to figure out what that is, and you would get the whole content. I understand digital technologies are important when it comes to innovation, but that's not alone. We all are very sensitive about environment. Let me ask this question again, and another raise of hands. How many of you think that climate change is for real? And we must do all that we can to protect it. How many of you think climate change is for real and we must protect it? So rest of you don't think it's for real? All right. So something about the climate change, right? Renewable energies are very important when it comes to climate change. Innovations in renewable energy are very important. We all understand what's happening in the world of solar, what's happening in the world of electric batteries, but there is something beyond it that's going to happen in the next decade, decade and a half. Once again, when some of you in your early 20s would be in your mid 30s, would be at the prime of your career, what would shape That economy is hydrogen fuel. You may not believe me, but there is a name I'll tell you, you'll start believing. Chairperson of Reliance talked last year at Pune International Center Conference digitally. And he mentioned a commitment of $75 billion for hydrogen fuel. That's chairperson of Reliance. They have taken 3 big bets so far. First, petrochemicals. Second, geo, that's digital. And third big bet happening on hydrogen fuel. Today, we are dependent on many parts of the world for the hydrogen fuel. We are energy dependent. We would not just become energy independent, but we would be energy exporters in the next couple of decades when you all are in the prime of your careers. That would happen thanks to hydrogen fuel. Now that's another innovation that's shaping the world, not just India, and coming from India. We talked about what Mr. Nandan Nilekani and team did on digital. That's coming from India, shaping the world, making a mark in the world. Hydrogen fuel from a large corporate house, shaping the world, not just India. Look at a couple other interesting examples. Is it only about public service delivery through digital, likes of Mr. Nilekani done, or what Mr. Ambani is doing? Is it only about these big industries or big governments doing innovation? No, it's not. I'll ask another question, but I would not anymore ask you to raise hand. Have you heard the name of Abdul Qadir Nadakatin? Possibly not. Abdul Qadir Nadakatin. But if you did, I'll be impressed. This gentleman got Padma Shri last year. He comes from Dharwad. He has 40 innovations to his name. He's a farmer. 40 innovations. We are sitting here in the innovation conference. Innovations not just from Mr. Nandan Nilekani, from the stable of Reliance, but also the farmers. A farmer that has 40 innovations. 40 grassroots innovations recognized by the government of the day by giving him Padma Award. For example, he created a tamarind separator, a very interesting blade for the plow. And a professor of mine who taught me in Ahmedabad, Professor Anil Gupta, he has compiled a list of about few hundred such grassroots innovators who have done innovations at a grassroots level that matter to the farming community around them, that matter to the people around them. And that is as important as the innovations happening at a global and national scale. The last one example I'll share of what's happening in the world of innovations, and I'll stop. Some of you might have heard of Dr. Raghunath Mashalkar. He's also associated with this university in some sense. And Professor C.K. Prahlad. I've had the fortune of studying in the university where Dr. Mashalkar studied. That's my engineering. And an institute where Professor C.K. Prahlad studied, that's my management school. Both of them came together a few years ago. Professor C.K. Prahlad is no more now. The same gentleman who talked about bottom-up pyramid. We liberally use this term. And they wrote a very nice paper called More from Less for More. More from less for more. It means delivering innovation should be such that it delivers more in terms of performance or efficiency from less resources for more people. That, my dear friends, is my understanding of inclusive innovation. The innovation should be inclusive. There are many examples of these. You heard of Arvind Eye Care. The cost of the eye care reduced to almost 1/100th from what it is in the Western world. That's example of more from less for more. You heard of Jaipur Food. Another example of more from less for more. I hope the young and bright minds here, the dedicated professors of this university, also continue to look at innovations that shape the nation, but also innovations that shape the locality and innovations that are inclusive. We talked about what's happening, innovations that come from science and technology. We also talked as to how creativity, imagination, and vision that matters beyond just technology, whether it's in public service delivery, whether it's in renewable energies, whether it's in local innovations, grassroots innovations, or the inclusive innovations. I'm very certain that some of you young and bright minds sitting here would continue your journey on this path of innovation in one shape, in one form or another, and come up with bright success that makes your university very proud, that makes the city of Pune very proud, and that makes indeed our nation very proud. With that, I wish you all who are attending this 3-day conclave great success and look forward to hear on your accolades and that of the university. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, it is only possible with great learning and experience when one expresses their powerful introspective thoughts with such simplicity. So thank you, sir, once again for guiding all of us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, MIT-ADT University is an amalgamation of various fields of knowledge, including engineering and technology, art, performing arts, design, biotechnology, Vedic sciences, and yet many more. We invited authentic research papers and working papers of excellent quality in any of the fields mentioned in the conference brochure. Research papers submitted will be reviewed by respected scholars whose affiliations are mentioned in the Research Paper Review and Evaluation Committee. Accepted research papers will be published as a part of conference proceedings in our research journal, Abhivruddhi. Dear friends, within the period of 1 year from the date of this conference, we are going to release and unveil this wonderful journal named Abhivruddhi. The word Abhivruddhi means a process of adding new layers or parts to something to enhance it. And researchers are adding new layers of knowledge by doing research in their areas of interest. In this spirit, we have named our journal as Abhivruddhi. The research journal is in the process of being peer-reviewed, Scopus indexed in the coming 2 years. So today, we are deeply delighted to release and unveil the Abhivruddhi journal at the auspicious hands of our profound guests and other dignitaries on the dais. A huge round of applause, everyone, for this wonderful unveiling and release of our Abhivruddhi journal, the research journal that is Abhivruddhi.
Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Honorable Convener Professor Sunita Karad ma'am with a huge round of applause. May I request Honorable Professor Dr. Sunita Karad madam to deliver presidential address at this inaugural ceremony of 5th National Conference. Once again, I request everyone, please have a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Vidya Vinayena Vikasate. Respected dais, today chief guest of the function, Prashant Girbane ji. Guest of honor, Rajkumar Singh Kalyani, Innovation Center Chairman. So we are indeed delighted to inaugurate this today's 5th National Conference. MIT-ADT University has launched 3 signature events. That's what I can say here. We have witnessed Vishwanath Sports Meet. We have witnessed Technocultural Fest, Persona Fest, and after that, today, we are having this conference which is launched for the students of MIT-ADT University. The Atal Innovation Center, Dr. Mohit Dubeji has given a positive response, and all the head of the institution and head of the department have given the positive supports, and because of that, today I am standing here in front of you to represent that this particular inauguration is done. And for this inauguration, we have these two eminent guests. I feel that we should listen to them for an hours and hours. So Dr. Rajkumar Singh has mentioned us about that Bharat Forge. How many of you know the Bharat Forge? How many of you know the Infosys? So this is the difference between the IT industry and the innovation, the industries like Bharat Forge. The Bharat Forge, which is the campus of Bharat Forge, is very next to our campus. We know Serum Institute because of the COVID pandemic, but the Bharat Forge campus is very near to us, and it is one of the world's best unit, we can say, and Pune people should be very proud of this, that we have Serum Institute, which has been which has given us the vaccine for COVID pandemic. Bharat Forge is there, Tata Motors is there, and the Pune is known as Detroit of India. And now today, because of revolutionary transformation in the IT industry, Pune is known as the different, the industry, it is known for the various segments of the industry. And on this background, the MIT-ADT University is coming. I'm very happy to say that Dr. Karad has given us the vision to lead this university as a world-class university. When we are saying that this should be a world-class university, it is with respect to all the factors which are required to become the world-class university. And we are indeed very proud that along with the best infrastructural facilities which are available on the campus, we are having the faculties which are doing a great research work. We are having the faculties which are the students which are globally placed, globally employable. And we are very proud that our students are getting placed into the lot of MNCs, and lot of MNCs, the change, digital change which is witnessed by India is being done in our campus. And we should see them as our competitors, and we should see that how we will fit ourselves in them. So while saying this, that MIT-ADT University has led the vision of School of Holistic Development, and now the NEP has been introduced, and we people have been already prepared for the same. So this interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary approaches in MIT-ADT University are being imbibed from the inception of this particular university. So I can say that our university is ready for NEP implementation very thoughtfully. Now NEP has added the quotient of research factor. While saying this quotient of research factor, they have mentioned that the research is going to be a mandatory credit for most of the students at undergraduate level as well as the postgraduate level. So we faculty should ensure that the students and the students will bring more and more research while bringing out the innovative ideas. Rajkumar Singh ji has given the very good example that they are having 2 patents in every month. So why not we? We should not be only neighbor by being beside their campus, but we should have these kind of 2 patents in a month of time span in our university. And today, the Prashantji has given the very positive response, and they are having the different sectoral segments associated with MICA. And MICA, that is Maratha Chamber of Commerce, is been there for connecting us for the people from the almost most of the segments, and they are creating this kind of innovative initiatives. The Pune Knowledge Cluster is also connected to us, and then they have mentioned about Pune Innovation, Pune International Conclave. So Pune International Conclave has been chaired by himself. So while doing this, the government of India has taken a very positive initiative for Startup India. And why this Startup India buzzword is becoming positive, is becoming very popular amongst everyone, because it is creating the poverty for our nation. When I am saying it is creating the poverty of nation, it is creating the employment opportunities for the Indians and the others, those who are looking for the same. So when I'm saying that the startup is creating poverty in India, I am very proud to say that India is going to be first 5 countries in the world for the startup to become the biggest number of startups in all over India, and India is going to create a world's third largest economy in the world because of this startup initiative. So more than thousands of unicorns, more than 100 plus unicorns are developed by we Indians. We Indians are leading at every front, and it is a time to see for every one of us that the lot of Sundar Pichai from Google is the CEO from India, and lot of Indians are leading the IT industries in the Silicon Valley. Now, on this background, when the Indians are leading the IT industry, lot of Indians have created the research in the foreign universities, and it's the time to see that why not to be created in Indian universities. And while looking at this factor, the government of India has already declared the factor that lot of foreign universities are going to invest in India. So whatever the Indian culture, the Indian cultural values are there, and that is we need to put forth in front of the world, and we need to accept the challenge by creating this university as a world-class university. So while saying that the world-class university will become only when we will rank ourselves into the first 100 research universities, and government is soon going to develop these shortlist these 100 universities, which could be among the top 500 universities of the world. So if we are looking ourselves in that scenario, my humble appeal to all the students, all the faculty members, that we should start working on the innovative ideas. We should start creating more and more entrepreneurs. We should start creating the research culture in the organization. Then we can accept the challenge of future, and we can stand proudly in front of other universities that our university is an iconic university and which is going to give the positive message to the world. This is what I can say. Thank you everyone for giving the positive response. The first volume of this particular Abhivruddhi journal has been launched. Second volume is pending. So I think by valedictory we could be able to release that. And the thank you for Executive President of this particular university, Dr. Mangesh Karad, for giving us the grant of almost 10 CR. So this grant of almost 10 CR will be awarding the various startups, various research paper publication which is coming up, various research innovative ideas which are coming up, best business plan, and this the AIC Center team and SAIL team has given positive response for shortlisting the various awards which are going to be declared. So our university students, for them, more than 2 lakh plus awards are there for the research paper publication. It could be a faculty publication or it could be a student's publication. While adding this, I could say proudly that more than more than 300, around 300, we have researchers in this particular university. So PhD scholars, those who are registered for this university are from the various eminent industries, and these research scholars are doing fantastic. Some of them I can name here today. The one person who is working, who is doing research, a PhD scholar in our College of Management, he is from Scramble, and he is working on the cloud computing. So what he has mentioned, Scramble is having all over India, all over the world, more than 200 plus offices, and almost all 200 plus offices are using the different clouds and analyzing the impact of that different 150 locations cloud. He is doing the research work in our university. The another Swanand, I think Swanand Patankar, he is from MIRES. So these kind of students have registered this particular university. Our faculties are mentoring them, and they are doing fantastic. Vidyanand Sadavarthi, he is again the IT man, and he is connected to the various IT and revolutionary industry. So the team from Higher she is a manager from Higher. So she has been registered. So these kind of students are coming up from the industry. They are having the live projects with them. They are working on the live examples, and they are creating the research world for the India. Already all of us have listened to the word blockchain and blockchain. In blockchain, I can say that as Girmaneji has mentioned, the digital UPI payment are done most prominently all over the world by Indians, and we should be proud of it that we are using the digital payment, and we have made China to be at the back for this particular digital payments, and we should be proud of this. We have a blockchain center of excellence in School of Computing. So I think what we are doing is in a very right way we are handling, and the positive response from all the students, all the faculty members definitely will make this university to be a research university in the coming years. Thank you one and all for the response which you have given.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your insightful ideas and words of wisdom with all of us. Thank you for your remarkable presidential address informing us about the vision of MIT-ADT University in research domain. Thank you very much. And now may I request Director of MIT School of Holistic Development, Professor Dr. Atul Patil, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Behind the successful conduct of the inaugural function of this 3-day national conference, there has been an active support and involvement of many. And we feel that feeling thankful and not expressing it is like wrapping a gift and not giving it. I therefore deem it my great pleasure and honor to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion, and I promise to be very quick. I, on behalf of the organizing committee, first and foremost must mention our deep sense of appreciation and gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Prashant Girbane, sir, Director General, MCCIA, for his kind presence. We are indeed fortunate to have you, sir, with us today. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. We would further like to thank the guest of honor, Honorable Dr. R.K.P. Singh, Senior Director, Kalyani Center of Technology and Innovation, Bharat Forge Limited, Pune. Thank you very much, sir. We express our sincere gratitude to our founding father, Honorable Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad, sir, for always being the source of inspiration. We express our sincere thanks to our Honorable Executive President and Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Mangesh Karad, sir, for his constant guidance and encouragement. Further, we are grateful to Dr. Anant Chakradev, sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, MIT-ADT University, for his constant support. We are encouraged by your presence, sir, today. We express our sincere thanks to the convener of this conference, Honorable Professor Dr. Sunita Karad, ma'am. Your perseverance, integrity, and outstanding leadership qualities continue to inspire us, ma'am. We are grateful to all the co-conveners of the conference for their remarkable contribution. Special thanks to all the deans, directors, heads of the institutions, principals, HODs, the registrar, the COE, advisors and mentors from MIT-ADT University as well as various industries. We also thank all the participants, organizing committee members, and I cannot thank everyone for their contribution to the accomplishment of such a huge national conference that we organized at MIT-ADT University. We are also grateful to all the advisory committee members, the invited speakers, presenters, and delegates from different parts of the country. We are so humbled and overwhelmed by your response. Your presence and active participations are very precious for the success of this 3-day conference. Thank you very much for being with us today. Last but not the least, we must mention our sincere thanks to all the faculty members, the organizing committee members, and all student participants and delegates. Special thanks to the media and photography teams for extending their support. We thank all the admin staff for their strong support. Once again, we state that we are most grateful to all of you. We thank you all for being us with this afternoon. Thank you very much. By chance, anyone to we owe our gratitude has not been mentioned. We thank each one of you. If time is money, then today you have spent millions for us. Thank you all very much for making this inaugural function very successful. Do enjoy the conference and the campus life at MIT-ADT University. Happy conferencing. Thank you.
Sir, thank you very